All right. Well, thank you, everybody. So, my name is Scott Kampen, and I'm a sales master with the Seattle Absolute Center. It's a great privilege always um, to be able to share and to learn from each other. Well, every Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. for the past, I don't know how many months now. It's been quite a while. A group of us here on this call, we have been meeting with our members who live in India. And as you know, or may have heard, that India is going to be opening up very soon. Well, over the past few weeks, I've been going out to the India channel Atomy website and watching a VOD and then sharing it with my members in order to encourage them to do the same. And I came upon a video, a short video that they had about the do's and don'ts of being a center leader. And as I was watching that video, I learned, or from that, I learned that a lot of the things that they were teaching about being a center leader really applies to being an Atomian. It applies to being a good, faithful Atomy member. And so I adapted the lesson a little bit, so then that way I could teach it as a lesson for how to be a good Atomian and how the do's and don'ts of being an Atomian. So the lesson plan there was for the do's and don'ts of being a center leader, but I adapted it for the Atomian. And the green and the orange is the colors of India. And last night, I don't know if many of you watched it, but they had the pre-launch video for India. India, it's very exciting. You know, one of the things there, which gives me great motivation here in the United States, is we've signed up about maybe 250 to 300,000 members in the United States, and that has taken 10 years. India so far has well over 2 million members signed up, and they're not even opened yet. Somewhere in between 2 to 3 million members have already signed up. So we've got some motivation to do here in the United States as well and throughout the world. But it's just great. That just speaks to the fire and the hunger for an opportunity like Atomy to come to India. There's a lot of people that are really, really looking forward to this. So what they did in the videos, they had two words. The first word was the word complete, the do's of being Atomian. One is the culture. Adhere to the Atomy culture by being polite to all existing and prospective members. You know, when we become an Atomian member and we start learning about the culture, we learn just the love that was put into this company and how it's helping to change people's lives. And it's changed every one of our lives as well. We've become different people since we first signed up. Our minds have changed, our attitudes have changed, and we want to make sure that we are projecting that image to other members as well and other prospective members. And then observe. Make sure we are following the code of ethics as well. Remember when we signed up as a member, we had to agree to the policies and the procedures and the codes of ethics and everything. And if you go out to the Atomy website, you can find the codes of ethics there. And, you know, it's just about doing things the right way and being honest with people and being straightforward with people and upfront with people and making sure that we are taking the message of Atomy and sharing that with the world and to help change people's lives and help them rise up from the situations they might be in, you know. And so we want to make sure that we're doing everything by the book and everything just straightforward with people and leading them as leaders ourselves, leading them and our members down the right path. Now we want to motivate, encourage, support, and help Atomy members succeed. That's one of the greatest things about Atomy and the way that our business model is structured is that it's not just about each of us becoming successful. It's about making sure that we are doing everything we can to help our downline members become successful and that we can support them and encourage them to continue on. You know, when we just start out as a member, it might seem pretty daunting of a task to become successful within Atomy. But then we realize that we've got the support of all of our leaders and all of our sponsors, whether they are Star Masters, Royal Masters, Crown Masters, Sharon Rose or Diamond Masters, all the way up. The thing that the light bulb went off for me one day when I was thinking, oh, I wish I could be where that person's at, that they've reached success. I wish I could be there. And then it dawned on me that one day in the past, they signed up as a member with their own free account, just like I did. And they started out just like I did. So they've been, through all of this. They've been through the ropes. And so when I need encouragement, I can look to them for support. So always, ask your sponsors, for support and encouragement, because that's what they're here for. And then learn about the products. The products are the key thing. Learn about the products and deliver them on time. So we need to learn about the products every day. Maybe make a goal for ourselves to learn the details of one product each week, and within a year you'll learn 52 products, right? So because eventually someone's going to ask us about a product. Someone's going to ask us to tell them about a product. And we're going to want to be able to respond in a way that is educated about that product, knowledgeable about the product, and to help them decide which products they might be best for them. And then with that, we also want to make sure that we're delivering products on time. That, when people ask us to buy products for them and we buy products, we want to make sure that we deliver them on time to them. We want to be a leader by setting good examples and helping everyone succeed. Setting good examples, it takes time because we have to work through all of the bad habits that we have in order to replace them with good habits. And we want to make sure that, we are living the message that we are preaching, that we're teaching to people. If we're talking to them about how to become an Atomy member or what to do, we also need to be walking that walk. And so then that way, they'll follow in our footsteps as well. And that's the one thing that we need to remember is that where the head is at, the body will follow, right? So where the head leads, the body will follow. So if we are thinking the right way, if we're thinking positively and focused and uplifting people, especially during this time of COVID and during this time of being in a lockdown, if we are being a good leader, the body will follow. Not only our body, but our downline members will follow our example. They will follow us, and we can become a cohesive team and help build them up to be successful. Because ultimately, if we're building up our downline members and helping them to be successful, that will trickle up and we will be successful as well, right? So that's how this all works. So it's all about leadership. It's all about teamwork and encouraging people. And then ensure timeliness. Be on time to meetings and when visiting members. I know that for the last 9 months, we've all learned how to meet within Zoom and how to use the Zoom meetings. And sometimes it gets, oh, we got another Zoom meeting. Oh, I got to go to another Zoom meeting. And sometimes we're a little late and everything. But if we are a leader, if we are a leader of a group of people, we want to make sure that we are being there on time, that we're ready to engage, we're ready when the company model's ready, and we're setting that example for our members because that will encourage them to do the same. And also when visiting people, when we say we're going to be at a certain place at a certain time, we want to make sure that we're there because, even now when we're meeting people in their homes or meeting people for coffee or whatnot, we've been so locked down in our homes for the last 9 months that people look forward to that human interaction. They look forward to actually seeing people face to face rather than through a computer and all this. So we really want to connect with people and build that relationship with people. And then training, attend meetings. What a great way to attend, to learn about things and to watch VODs and to ask our sponsors questions. Atomy has put into place a structure of tools that we can use to constantly engage ourselves and constantly to expand our thoughts of how to be a good leader, how to be a good Atomian, how to use the products, how to share the products. And we've got so many tools and resources out there, and it's up to us to take advantage of those and use them and then share them with others. Send people links to the videos and say, hey, watch this video and tell me what you think. And that will help to change people's minds about Atomy. So it's not just about telling them about products. You can send them the link to a video and have them listen to that lecture. We don't always have to be the ones doing all of the teaching because there's so many videos out there already that are powerful and they've got great messages. And then our sponsors are always there. One of the greatest tools for sharing the products with people is to maybe doing a facial. And so if you invite people over for facials, invite your sponsor to come over as well to help with that process and to help educate people throughout that. And then effective. Follow the guidelines and policies that Atomy has set in place to ensure your success. For all of my life, I've wanted my own business. And, I struggled with that over the years. I had a coffee shop. I had other things. I have rental businesses, the rental houses. I still have a few of those. But when the light bulb finally went on in my brain about Atomy and the structure and the opportunity, I was blown away because I didn't have to develop products. I didn't have to manufacture them. I didn't have to figure out the shipping. I didn't have to figure out the compensation plan. I didn't have to figure out any of that. It's already done for me. And therefore, it was just the simplest thing that I could learn. It was just amazing. And so if we follow those guidelines and follow the policies that Atomy has in place, we will be successful and we'll continue to motivate each other and continue to lead that example to our downline members. And now the don'ts of being Atomian. And the word is restrict. These are some things that we want to restrict within our lives. So resell. Do not resell or advertise Atomy in stores or online through websites. There's so much of that going on out there through eBay and Amazon and Alibaba and all these websites where people are trying to make a quick buck. But it just has a bad impression to the world about what Atomy is really all about. And so we want to make sure that if we are going to be putting things on display, that we've actually talk to our sponsors about that, talk to leadership about that and say, hey, here's this idea of what I'm thinking of doing. Does that fall in line? Is that okay? And then work through that. And then exhibit. So that's where this exhibit comes in is, don't display products in a manner not approved by the company. So there are opportunities or times when it might be okay, but we need to make sure that we're following the product, the approved display options that the company has set forth. And then switch. Don't try to persuade other Atomy members to switch to your downline. That is it happens, but it's not really ethical. It's not the best thing. We want to make sure that we are teaching other members because they're Atomian, not because we want them to come to our downline. That's the one thing with these Zoom meetings is that many of us all of us are in different downlines, right? And we're not all in the same downline. But if we were all in the same downline, it could be a huge, powerful downline, and because we're all active and working on it together. But we're all in different downlines, and it wouldn't be right if we were trying to pull people from one downline to the next. It's not ethical. It's not right. So we want to eliminate that, not do that. And twist, we don't want to misrepresent Atomy information, the code of ethics, the policies, or the procedures. We want to make sure that we're adhering to those. And then rebranding. We don't want to rewrite Atomy information or change the Atomy logo or the packaging or anything like that. Atomy has streamlined all the manufacturing, streamlined all the packaging for a reason, because you and I are responsible for sharing the information, sharing the products with people. And Atomy says, we've reduced our costs, we've done our part, we've reduced our costs to the bare minimum. Now, because of that, if you share these products, we will compensate you for that. And so if Atomy had more packaging and product or advertising, we wouldn't be as successful because the margins wouldn't be there. And so we want to make sure that we are following the logo, like the Atomy logo, that we're not changing it in any way, that we're following those guidelines set forth by Atomy. And then intimidate. We don't want to coerce or intimidate others to join Atomy or to buy products from you. It's not about not even about selling. It's not about trying to get people to buy your products. It's just about sharing the products. So we want to make sure that we are following that guideline, that we're not trying to intimidate people. And then, obviously, when we are signing up members, there's a confidentiality, right? Because some members, they might give us their personal information so we can set their accounts up for them. And so we want to make sure that we are very honest with what we're doing with that information and not sharing that with other people. So we want to make sure that we're building trust with our members and helping them to know that they've made the right decision to sign up for Atomy and that their information is not going to be used for ill gain. And then the last one here is twin up. In the video, they had the word tie up, and I was trying to figure out how to change it. So I changed it to twin up. And this is, do not join multiple network marketing companies at the same time. Now, a lot of us may have come from other network marketing companies, and so we might be experienced with other structures and other downlines and other ways of doing it. But when we signed up with Atomy, we made a commitment that we were going to we're going to focus on Atomy, and we're going to learn the system. We're going to promote it. We're going to promote the products. If we are in multiple network marketing companies, we're not focused 100% on this business. We're not, focused on the products, and we're spreading ourselves thin, and therefore the image that we're going to be portraying to other people is that, we really don't think highly of Atomy or this brand or that brand, that we're just trying to make a quick buck. So we want to make sure that we are committed to Atomy, committed to the products, and committed to sharing that with other people. So that was the message in that video, and I just thought it really applied to all of us. And so we want to be complete Atomian by following the do's, and we want to restrict our actions by adhering to the don'ts. So thank you very much for the opportunity to share. That is the end of my presentation. So I hope that it was helpful.
Thank you, Scott. This was a great learning speech. You are always helpful. I love your speech every time you do